share with you a few tips from my experience as a business coach. These are questions I often get asked at dinner parties or speaking events, and also it's a good place to start with new business clients. Now, before you sigh and flip over to the next video, let me just say this first. I am, of course, a certified and trained coach, yes. But what sets me apart from some of the other coaches out there is I have owned my own business. Actually, I've owned multiple businesses, and I've had great success with them. How much success? Well, I have worked for myself for the last 15 years. I haven't punched a time clock. I haven't had to report to somebody else's establishment, and I was a single parent during most of this time. So for the last 15 years, I've been able to travel, spend time with my family, have great vacations, live anywhere in the world I wanted to by owning my own business. So the difference is I bring real life experience to this subject. I'm also not going to try and sell you some get rich scheme, pyramid something, or a magic thing you can log on to and suddenly you'll be a millionaire. Because honestly, we all know that stuff doesn't work, don't we? Well, and if it does work, it works for the people at the top, not for the person out there trying to get established in the real world. So what I'm saying is I bring real world advice. One thing that I'm asked quite a bit is what it takes to start your own business and see it prosper. First, let me say, owning your own business and being your own boss is not for everyone. And if you're dreaming of opening your bank statement to see that $1 million rolled in overnight with no effort, well, maybe you should go online and roll in one of those get quick rich schemes, okay? They don't work, as I said before, but they will teach you a valuable lesson in focus and being successful, okay? See, success is as much a mindset as anything else. And as you know, I'm a huge supporter of manifesting and the law of attraction. I teach classes on manifesting even. But one tip I can tell you about manifesting: opportunity. You have to visualize it. Yes. You have to believe it can happen. Yes. But when the opportunity presents itself, you have to step up. So before we talk about social media, AdWords, target marketing, etc., let's start with you. Are you motivated? And are you ready to go all in? Because the first step, and the first thing I always ask my new clients is, before you begin, it's important to really establish what you want and what you're willing to do to get it. So before you begin, know yourself, your true motivation level, and be honest. Are you a thinker and not a doer? And do you have problems with follow through? Also, are you afraid of success? Or are you afraid of failing? Are you afraid of what people may think about you? Not that these issues can't be worked through, because they can, but I would advise you to start working on them before you start planning that new business. Here are the top 5 questions on this slide. They're big questions, aren't they? Also, how much money can you risk? Are you planning on working part-time or going full in? What's your safety net? What are you willing to do to be successful? And by that, I mean, what are you willing to give up? So I suggest you take about 10 minutes and answer these questions honestly. I'll put them up on a slide so you can see them again. See, the truth is, I can fire you up and tell you how great it is to work for yourself, because actually it totally is awesome. I love it. But if you're not committed, then all my motivation, all of my energy, all my advice and all my tips, all of your energy, all your planning, all your hard work, all of it's going to fade quickly. Yeah. So it's up to you to stay focused and motivated for the long haul. And how long will that be? It's a good question, isn't it? Do you have a plan for that? We all want to make $1 million, but what are you willing to give up to reach that goal? Are you willing to save, say work 2 jobs and not take a vacation for the next year, not buy a new car, not buy much of anything actually until this new business takes off? And what if it's 3 years before it happens? How much are you willing to sacrifice? And I don't just mean money. How many hours a week will you work on an ongoing basis? I love and actually have lived the old adage, I work for myself, so I set my own hours, which means I get to pick which 18 hours a day I work. But all joking aside, how willing are you to focus on your goals and work them? If that means working 12 hours, 18 hours, working through the weekend, through holidays. How far out of your comfort zone are you willing to stretch? And equally important, how far will your family stretch with you? One huge secret is, if you really want to be successful, you must keep your business plans in line with your personal and family goals. And that's honest. I'll put those back up. Take notes. Think about it. answer them honestly. So you think you've got it and you can do it. Okay. The next bliss tip is there's two groups of people. They either have a product or service, or they don't know what to do, but they're passionate and they want to get out there and open their own business. They come to me and say, what do you think I should sell? Or what do you think a service I should offer? And what I always tell them is choose the right business for you. If you're not passionate about it, chances are you're not going to be good at it, and you're not going to be willing to dedicate your time and energy to it for those 18-hour days. It's important that you know what the business is and that you love it, or at least understand it. But that being said, you need to find a business that fills a need, okay? What do the people around you need and want, whether it's a product or a service? And then ask yourself, could you provide it or sell this item to them at a fair price? So crunch the numbers also to see if it's profitable enough to produce enough income to invest in your time. I hope this gave you some things to think about if you're starting your own business or dreaming about opening your own business. If you like this video and you want more in this genre, please leave me a comment and a thumbs up, or you can email me directly. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to work with me, that's great. Go to the website, or you can email me at sarah@sarahparkerthomas.com. In the next video, we're going to talk about perfectionism and procrastinating. Are these traits harming your business or your career, and how to get past them? See you then. Bye-bye.